Hi Libra, welcome to your bonus read. I'm going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and what they're hiding from you. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start, clarify each card to give us some more insight, and at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull 3 messages plus 1 bonus message from this person from the Hidden Truth Oracle deck, and these are going to be things that they're holding back from telling you. Now, this is a general reading and it may not resonate for everyone. If it resonates for you, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as it helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This is a reading series that I do every month where I look into the person on your mind and what they're hiding from you. Now, those of you who are returning, welcome back. I am happy to have everyone here and ready to jump in your reading, so let's go ahead and do that. So for Libra, show me what the person on their mind is hiding from Libra. There's a person on Libra's mind hiding from Libra. This person has a lot of anxiety going on within them. The Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. They're definitely dealing with someone who's very difficult. They have a lot of worry and stress happening in their life, and they keep going back to that stress. They feel like everything that's bad is happening and they just can't pull themselves out of it. Their mind quickly hyper fixates on the stress that's happening. They're just trying to keep themselves busy and work. I feel like they're working really hard at their job, but it's not paying off in the fullest of maybe not enough money here, or something of what they're focused on at work and trying to be very diligent with their work. They just keep getting overly stressed out. It's making them cranky, but I feel like their boss is also making things difficult. If you're their boss, well, then you're making things difficult for them. Sorry, but that's how it's coming out. The Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and that Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, as well as Virgo energy coming out here. They're very stressed about finishing a project on time as well. They feel like they have no time for anything else. Nobody can help them. I got it. It's all on my own. But they're coming off as very stressed all the time. So if you've been talking to this person or trying to get a hold of them and they keep blowing you off, or they come off as very frustrated with you, it has nothing to do with you if you're not the part of the problem. It has everything to do with their stress level of how they feel like everything is just piling up around them. It's keeping them up at night as well. But I mean, very anxious, stressed out, like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna fix this? I don't know. And they're showing up very frustrated for work. It's just because they're so hyper focused on everything going bad that they're not seeing, I guess, the progress that they're making here. Let's go ahead and clarify that Nine of Swords. Yeah. They feel like their victories of, maybe coming off very negative, aggressive, all of that have really affected them in a bad way. The Five of Swords in reverse, conflict has now gone to mental instability for them, and they have lost relationships. They didn't care at first who they were hurting, but they're now starting to reflect on the pain that they've caused to other people. Whether it's they were short with someone, they said certain things, they're kind of going back on it like nothing good came of that. Why did I do that? I completely messed things up. The Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, so they're wanting to make like a bold change. They feel like they were very impulsive with their negativity, or they're also trying to get away from negative people, but their victories of needing to be right or having to have the last word and came with empty victories. There was nothing to show for it other than losing people along the way, being short with people and snipping at them like, I'm fine, blah, 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 or whatever, or shutting people out and isolating themselves from others is all due to the stress that they're going through. But they're reflecting on that and they're recognizing that something needs to change here. So they're trying to stay really positive and committed to making a huge change for themselves. Like, no, I need to fix this and make it right. I can't keep acting in this way where the aggression, the negativity, the meanness is affecting everybody around me and me. So that's something that they're working on here. That seems more of a personal matter to them. If you two had an argument or they said something ugly to you as well, Libra, they definitely have regrets about it because it's kept them up thinking like, I have ruined everything. Why did I do that? You know, but again, their mental health with that 5 of Swords in reverse paired with that 9 of Swords, their mental health is kind of diminished in a way of feeling they're just really depressed, very stressed and very depressed. So they're not in the greatest headspace. They're trying to get themselves out of it. Okay. So I do have Aquarius energy as well as Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and clarify that Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords. And then the 4 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. If it's their boss that's making things very difficult, their boss is like angry at them, constantly wanting to battle with them, how they're not right, this, that, and the other, and they're just exhausted from their boss. If it's that they're just very coming off as very frustrated and mad and constantly wanting to cause drama in their relationships, it's because they just are very sharp with the way that they're feeling. So they need a break from everybody. They need a break from work. They need a break from everybody around them. They just need some time for rest and relaxation to recover. It's wearing on their health as well, but they need a break. They need to just lay in silence and get some rest, and they feel like they haven't had enough of that. And they also are needing to be at peace with themselves, and the only way that they can do that is to kind of pull away from everyone. If you've been feeling like, what did I do? And why are they mad at me? It's showing up that they are going through some mental struggles here and that they just need a moment to themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with you if you're not part of the problem, right? And so they can say things feeling like they're so wise, which they typically are. This person is very intelligent and very strong-minded, but their words sometimes can be very sharp because that sword can cut the moment they're like, come on. It's almost like they set you up in a trap. Like anything you say is going to be an aha, see, I was right kind of situation. And that's where they're like, I just need to be alone right now. I just need that moment for myself. So I do have your energy that comes out here. So Libra, I also have Gemini and Aquarius energy. Let's go ahead and clarify that 8 of Pentacles. I mean, this is really good. They really want to show you that they can be a better person. The 4 of Wands comes out as clarification to the 8 of Pentacles. Working really hard to achieve like a stronger, more solid foundation, build a life for themselves. Like either they're trying to get a new place here, trying to create a better environment for themselves and relationships around them, because commitments and relationships are very important to them, and that's what they want to work on. They want to work on healthier relationships. They know that there's been a lot of pain in their life, which reflects in an outward way of them causing pain to others. Like whatever pain they have felt in their life, they have put that on other people as well who try to be there for them. They know they caused a lot of heartbreak as well as they experienced a lot of heartbreak. And that's where they're trying to work hard to make a solid foundation and wanting something better here. So if this is a relationship with you, they want to work towards a better relationship. They just need to process everything, and they're holding in a lot because they feel like it's not your battle or your struggle. It's something that they feel they need to deal with on their own. And when they're ready to, they'll come and tell you about it and talk to you about everything here. But they do want a better relationship with you. They do want to work hard on that relationship. They also feel like there's a lot of pain between you and them. Whether it's something they have caused where they've said something ugly and they didn't win whenever they were really sharp with their words. They should have handled it a different way. That is something that they are reflecting on, and they're seeing that the only way to have that better relationship is to take a step back and just be in their own space, and feel their emotions on their own and process them, and then come back to you. And I see an apology coming here, of wanting to fix things, but they are in this place of feeling low and not knowing how to get themselves out of it, trying to though. Let's go ahead and get some messages from this person. What is this person holding back from telling Libra? What is this person on Libra's line holding back from telling Libra? Wow, I mean, this is really big of this person here, Libra. So first off, I want you. It's not that they want anybody else. They want to be with you. You're very important to them. I regret lying to you. There are some things that they said, they lied about. It came out in anger, frustration, also just things that they said where they lied to you to be right, to win, to just, play mind games. They might have even said ugly things to you that were not true. That was a lie. They regret lying to you. It didn't make anything good. It just made things bad. And that is something where they're like, why did I do that? Why did I lie to Libra and tell them things that were not true? So sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. All right, you're on their mind a lot. You really are. Because you're important to them, and they realize they messed up, and that their victory, quote, quote, was very empty. It didn't come with any kind of reward. It just came with emptiness and feeling alone and isolated, and that they made a mistake and they feel like they screwed things up. So especially when they're in a state of being mad and trying to process their own feelings, and just a lot of it was they were in their headspace, and so they weren't really feeling the emotions. They were just in their headspace, like, go away, pushing you away. So I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. You have taught them something here, Libra. You've taught them a very big spiritual lesson, especially with what's happening right now. They realize how important you are to them and what they want to work on to make things better. So they see the really good that you bring to the table that makes them feel like they need to reflect on relationships and themselves and what they need to work on. And they feel like you've been such a huge spiritual lesson, or provided that in whatever insight you've shared with them, giving them space, or even going through this really tough situation of where they were ugly about certain things, and it's made them reflect on that. That is a spiritual lesson that they're learning, and the timing just wasn't right for us. And that doesn't mean that the timing's not ever going to be right. What this means for them is they were processing and still processing a lot of hurt, anger, stress, depression, and again, their mental health quality was not at its peak of being the best. It was actually very diminished. And they've had to go through basically hitting rock bottom to realize that something needs to change here. And do I want that to change? And that's what they're working on here. And they've been holding this back and hiding it from you, but they're trying to process things on their own. If you two are not speaking, they will come around and they will apologize. They will tell you and open up to you when they feel that they're in the right headspace to do so. If you are talking little by little, but they keep pushing you away, just give them time and space. It's okay to take a step back and say, you know what? You need some time for you. I'm not going to bother you. When you're good and you're ready to talk about things, you come to me. And just do you, take care of yourself and allow this person to process taking care of themselves, because they need to go through that. And that's where you'll be teaching them that spiritual lesson as well. So Libra, this is what I have for you. If it resonates for your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.